This is the Port Elgin Library, and it's a library that I have used many times. So I used it to make this video for the Orangeville Police and Chief Kalinsky. I thought this was a suitable place to talk about my history with Sun Life. I worked for the federal government of Canada from 1973 till 1987. And during those 15 years, I was covered every year by Sun Life. Complete package, but certainly disability insurance was part of the package. And in 1987, I got a promotion to a job in the Department of Agriculture. Because of my past work history, there was the possibility of not a single but a double promotion if my job went only reasonable because I had a good job history behind me. As I got closer to the time to hand in my report, and I had an office that I could lock, I locked my office, and my secretary was stealing pages out of my report, page by page by page. So that when it came time to hand in my report, the package that I handed in was completely different from the one that I wrote, and I was dismissed. And there was a tremendous amount of pressure on during this whole period of time, as they pointed out to me on several public occasions that I was due for a job to the Assistant Deputy Minister, a double promotion. But when my report was handed in with all the pages stolen, they said that they couldn't possibly give me a promotion based on that report, which of course was not mine. So I left my job then at that time, or I was dismissed. I made an application to Sun Life shortly after, and with help from my union, CUPE, Canadian Union of Public Employees, I got a back pay back to 1986 when my last project started, and right up till May 1990. The payments were $4,200 a month because I was at a quite high level in the federal civil service. But Sun Life was not happy with the fact that my union was coming to meetings that I had with Sun Life and making applications to Sun Life, and so they slowed everything down for that period. And finally, I, in 1991, got a lawyer from Kitchener called Bruce Daw, and we sued Sun Life for dragging their feet. Little did we know they were not only dragging their feet, but they didn't want to pay. And so what happened is that Sun Life made a cross-claim to my lawyer, started paying my lawyer back payments, and didn't want to accept my claim. Of course, my lawyer accepted a much smaller amount in order to, to fool me, and then helped Sun Life get my case dismissed. So my suit against Sun Life in the initial stages was dismissed. A Kitchener judge found out what my lawyer had done, dismissed the whole firm, Gowling, Strathy, Henderson, and Bruce Daw, and gave me a settlement of $250,750. I had several copies of this offer and did not accept it because this was now 2005, and it was a considerable amount of time for what was only a small settlement in my mind. I went then to the general counsel for Sun Life, a man called Kent Savage. We got along quite well, and after I made several petitions and applications to him, he decided that because of the time involved that I had been without and had to go into the Salvation Army and other hostels, that he approved a settlement of $475,000. When he tried to give me notices of when to come in or when to do this and whatever, he found I was changing my address. So then he invited me to come into his office, which I did, and he said he withdrew the $475,000 offer because I didn't have a normal address. And so then he approved a new offer, $255,500, a slight increase from the original offer made coming out of Kitchener, and that has been my recent offer. That is my last offer, which came in 2016. I accepted this last offer from Sun Life, and that's where the matter remains to this day.